Have you ever pondered the question, what happens to the byproducts of nuclear energy? The answer is more complex and far-reaching than one might initially think. Welcome to a deep dive into the world of nuclear waste. Nuclear waste, often referred to as radioactive waste, is the material that nuclear fuel becomes after it's used in a reactor. It looks exactly like the fuel that was loaded into the reactor, assemblies of metal rods enclosing stacked-up ceramic pellets. But since nuclear reactions have occurred, the contents aren't quite the same. This waste comes from a number of sources, and we categorize it into three main types: low-level waste, intermediate-level waste, and high-level waste. Each of these types have unique properties, dangers, and disposal considerations. Low-level waste is produced from hospitals and industry, as well as the operation of nuclear plants. It includes materials such as paper, rags, tools, and clothing that contain small amounts of mostly short-lived radioactivity. This type of waste is typically stored on site by licensees, either until it has decayed away and can be disposed of as ordinary trash, or until amounts are large enough for shipment to a low-level waste disposal site. Intermediate-level waste contains higher amounts of radioactivity and requires shielding. This includes resins, chemical sludge, and reactor components, as well as contaminated materials from reactor decommissioning. It may arise from reactor operations and after the reprocessing of spent fuel. And finally, we have high-level waste. This is primarily spent fuel removed from reactors after it has been used to produce electricity. The spent fuel assemblies, as they are now called, contain highly radioactive fission products and transuranic elements. These are both highly dangerous and long-lived, meaning they pose a risk for thousands of years. Nuclear waste, whether it's low, intermediate, or high level, poses a complex challenge for humanity. The impact of improper handling and disposal can have far-reaching consequences, affecting countless generations to come. As we continue to rely on nuclear energy, understanding and addressing the problem of nuclear waste becomes increasingly important. In the next few minutes, we'll delve deeper into the intricacies of nuclear waste management, the solutions proposed, and the challenges faced. This will guide us to a better understanding of the nuclear waste conundrum, and perhaps lead us towards finding sustainable and safe ways to deal with this byproduct of the nuclear age. Because while the question of what happens to nuclear waste may be complex, the need for an answer is undeniably urgent.